off as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, get it, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, watch this.
2nd down, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53. 11B. It's going to be a long ride.
On 1st down, Love. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Watt. Going to throw deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He completes it to Boyd. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Luck throwing again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Luck now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
60 miles. All day, every day. 36, 32.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They run run again on first down, Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play action. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go! Go to base! 65! 65! Try! 60 Mike! 60 Mike! Yep, go! Here I come! 60 Mike! 60 Mike! 60 Mike! Silver! Silver! 60 Mike! 60 Mike! 60 Mike! Off! Damn after this!
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 57. 57 to Mike. That's it. Twist. Kill. Go. I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now Austin.
Take on Austin.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Luck. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. 2nd quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. 33 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Goes to 10-0.
Bengals 10, Browns 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
53 is the mic. I'm going to run you.
After the interception, it's Long. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Luck. Going deep downfield for Long. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Come on. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Out of the gun, Locke. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Locke. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on 1st down, Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check 9. Check 43. Go ahead. I got you.
And that'll set him back 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They're running it. Check. Sponge. No.
Gone right.
Big air.
11.
Tight.
From the gun, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Locke. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood. 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
To throw is Love. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Here's Locke. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Luck completes it to Austin.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Third and 2, Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 13, check 13.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Check it back. Go ahead.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want to know? Mike, 53. Mike. Here we go. Bang. Right. Bang. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 37. Check. On. Hey, check.
Just beating the play clock is Luck. And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Luck on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the crowd. Check 26.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Love. Airing one out for Boyd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Receiver, hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Tighten up. Yeah. Ringo. 60 mark. 60 mark. Not here. 60 mark. 60 mark. 60 mark.
On third and one, it's Haskins. Able to find Switzer. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Chubb. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Check 31. Undercrush. 57 to Mike.
He'll give it to Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Switch gears. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get there.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17-all as they come up on a first down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. A gain of 6 there on first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
12. Hey!
On 1st and 10, Locke. Got a man open, it's Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo. 6-6, bullet high.
He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Cincinnati.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, exit.
Now it's Luck. Caught, Kelsey, left side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 51 yards for the win. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's got some space here. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Bengals, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.